Hey there, this is Seb from Duel Bros, and today we are going to be doing a Tellarknight deck profile. Let's do this! Now, I absolutely love the Duel Terminal lore, so it would make sense that one of the decks from it would worm its way into my collection eventually. This is a really fun rank 4 XYZ combo deck. It is a bit weak to Nibiru, but if your opponent has no Nibiru ready, well, they're screwed. Let's get into it. In the main deck, 3 copies of Tellarknight Altair, special summon from the graveyard. 3 copies of Tellarknight Deneb, who searches. And 3 copies of Tellarknight Vega, who specials from the hand. I know most Tellarknight deck lists do tend to run only 2 or 1 or no Vegas, but I've been playing this deck for a while, and I feel most comfortable with 3 of her because she does help with consistency. And then 3 YUGIOH, who sends to the graveyard. As you can see, there is a bit of a instant combo with these 4. We got a send, we got a special, we got a special from the hand, we got another search. It's like a giant loop of stars, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And now for the newer ones, we got 3 Lyran, an extender, plus a spell card searcher, and 2 All-Terran, who can special summon from the graveyard and destroy stuff if you control an XYZ monster. All-Terran is a bit hard to get off early game, but late game, he's a menace, and we do run 2 of him just because having more bodies in this deck is always welcome. And to round off our knights, 1 Awesome, burn damage, 1,000 whole points as well. So if you do the whole recycling with him, like send him with YUGIOH, summon Altair, special again, XYZ, detach him, special him again, you can make some really annoying plays with him. Helping out our knights, we have the Colonel on C-String, who can summon 2 from your hand if he's normal summoned. If this guy gets disrupted like with an Ash or something, you're screwed. But if he's like left alone, he can get out some very fun plays. And speaking of hand traps, introducing Honest, my favourite hand trap of all time. And he's a level 4, so if you're in a pinch, you can use him for your XYZ plays. 2 Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. I know that there are better hand traps out there, but she was the first of the modern hand traps I got my hands on, and the Tellarknights were the first deck I put them in, so for me, she's staying here for eternity. And then, of course, Ash Blossom, because it is Ash Blossom, it's the best one. And that rounds off the monsters. Now for the spells, Triple Constellar Tellarknights. The main thing you'll get with your Lyran spell search. This is a wonderful combo maker. It's a rank up and a free special summon all in one. And then you got 2 Skybridge for that good old versatility. Swap out your knight for a different knight and begin the combo once more. These are warrior monsters we're talking about here. So of course, 1 reinforcement of the army. And this is a graveyard deck, so 1 monster reborn. 1 Dark Ruler no more to stop your combo from being like disrupted by floodgates or whatnot. And 1 Harpy's Feather Duster to deal with those annoying back row cards. As for the trap cards, Triple Stellar Nova Alpha. It's got some cool art and an even cooler effect because it's an Omni Negate that lets you draw a card. And then Triple All of the Haunted, because once again, I cannot stress how important being able to summon from the graveyard is for a deck like this. And that rounds off the main deck. Onto the extra deck. Kicking things off with 2 Travere. Trevor is the Tellarknight's deck ace. When he's summoned, all cards on the field return to the hand except himself, which is super satisfying to pull off. Helping him is 1 Deltros, who can pop cards, and 2 Caduceus, who can recycle your Tellarknight cards from the graveyard. We run him at 2 because he is easy to get out, and he's a perfect target for ranking up with Constellar Tellarknights because you won't really be missing much. And most importantly, he is the final form of Constellar Rasalhague from the Duel Terminal lore, my favourite character, so of course, the more the merrier. And rounding off our Tellarknight XZs, 1 Dark Tellarknight Batlamius. If you want to make one of your bigger Tellarknights, but you don't have enough materials, Batlamius can help you out a bit. And of course, 2 Ptolemaeus. Turn skips are back on the menu. But of course, it's a bit hard to get out the turn skip effect, so you will just be using him for certain few cards that will appear later. And last but definitely not least, we've got the Constellar Diamond. Diamond plus Batlamius is an amazing combo, because Batlamius is going to turn everyone dark, and this guy specifically negates dark monster effects, and has no limit. You can do this as many times as long as he has Xyz materials, which can shut down a combo in no time at all. But as you noticed, Tellarknight isn't the only keyword that pops up in this deck a lot. There is also Constellar. So we got ourselves Constellar Pleiades. Nice and easy, quick effect, return stuff to the hand. Pretty good for dealing with extra deck monsters. And 1 Ptolemy M7, who can recycle stuff from your graveyard, bounce stuff, and is just another rank up option that can help you get a few more materials on your guys. Super Starslayer Typhon, Sky Crisis. Originally, this guy was not going to appear here, because I didn't have the card. But yesterday, I pulled this from 1 pack of Quarter Century Stampede, so he is here. Because he's a giant robot, I love giant robots, and you can get him out with only 1 monster. So it is very useful for when you're in a pinch, because your first combo failed and all your monsters are in the graveyard. You can just pop out a boss with little to no materials at all. Love this card. I remember earlier I said that we're running Ptolemaeus for a certain few Xyz monsters. Here they are. Cyber Dragon Nova, Cyber Dragon Infinity. Pretty simple stuff. Summon Ptolemaeus out with 3 materials minimum. Detach them all to rank up into the Nova. Rank up into Infinity. And boom! Omni negates ensue. And rounding off the extra deck, we have 1 Daigusto Emerald. Another Duel Terminal hero, who does have a fantastic effect of being able to recycle your cards. This deck does get through materials incredibly fast, which also means they'll pile up quite high in the graveyard. If you ever want to get some back in the deck, this is your man. And that's it for the deck profile. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!